Hello there, how are you? And welcome to the Rusha and Shaban show. Oh, what a day, what a weekend. Please like, please subscribe, give us a cheers. Hi, Ru, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I've been hauled out my bed at the crack of dawn on my day off.
Well,
there's
there's never a day off.
There's never a day off. No days off.
When you're in your shoes, every day should be the hustle, you know. Until you know, sorry about the desk.
Aye, what's going on?
The girls had a hot chocolate here.
The girls?
Faith and Reva.
Right. Well, I can see that.
And
what you the wipes it for me?
I actually thought I did.
Right.
Now I'm seeing the light on it.
Shaban's cleanings. Done? Perfect.
So, Mick, we need you. How was your weekend, Cass? It's so weird. Rusha's moved out, so we now have to make plans to sit
and see each other
and do podcasts, which is kind of better. And I was kind of looking forward to this today.
Yeah, because we are a bit shocking at times. So I think this means we actually commit. I did think this morning when my alarm went off, I thought, oh, fuck that. I thought, I'm not even going to text you.
I've been up 6 a.m. been for a run. Home, showered, kids dropped to school.
Did you shite the bed? What happened?
Did I shit the bed? No, I didn't. Actually, it was my plan to get up and go for a run. Okay. And then at 6 o'clock, I was like, no. And I snoozed till 7. So after the kickback today, because we're filming today, I'm going to come home and run and then get the kids from school.
Aye, so you've not ran? You think, all right, I thought that.
No, it's all a plan and then it never happened in the end.
It's nice to have them thoughts, them intrusive thoughts sometimes. I think they're good. Do you know what I mean?
I wish I had now, because then I thought, well, I could come home from the kickback and I've got a few things I want to do around the house. I've got a new rug that I want to get laid down. Move
I've got a new rug.
Me too.
I've got a new rug. I have, but I've not shaved it. I need to go and get new blades. So
same here. Yeah. So if you use a blunt one, then it's not going to hurt yourself. Yeah. No, I agree. How's the new house?
It's good. Waiting on some bits obviously was a nightmare the other day.
You and couches, by the way.
I know.
You and couches.
And I took nothing to do with this measuring.
Poor Jade.
Yeah, so she got it wrong and the guy at the shop got it wrong. They'll pass the blame on to each other. Anyway, so we're just sitting on the floor having dinner right now, but it's good for you. I think it keeps you humble, keeps you grounded, quite literally. And that's that. Got a TV unit coming today, and then the bedroom furniture's coming during the week. And then the couch is actually coming in 2 weeks' time now. So we're still on the floor for another 2 weeks. But you know what? It's fine.
It's fine.
Yep.
I mean, if you want, you can borrow the beanbags, because the kids have 2 beanbags each.
Have you got beanbags? Oh, yeah.
You take them?
Yes, we'll take them. Okay, fantastic. Look at that. I said the other day, why don't you just get beanbags?
Or you can take my wee pink chair, because I'm getting rid of that.
Right.
If you want to sit in that for a couple of days.
That's great. You come in handy now.
Look at how productive we've been this morning.
What a morning. We're off to a winner.
By the way, I'm getting my extensions in next week, everyone.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually getting them done on Friday. I'm very excited about it.
Do you know what's interesting? I think that you look so much better with your extensions. I think when you're shorter, you look a lot older.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's weird because then Jamie and that say they like you better.
Everyone's like, I love you with short hair. And you and Brogan, when we went on our sister's trip, they were like, the thing is about your short hair, you look a lot older. And I thought, those bitches are actually texting behind my back about my Barnett.
Yeah. Well, how often do you and Brogan actually text about me?
All the time.
Do you?
Oh my God, you should have seen our text about you yesterday. Old splinter arse over there. How was yesterday then?
Oh, honestly, I feel like we're in this like state where it's like if one thing goes wrong or there's one mistake, you get punished from it. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like 1 or 2 of the goals yesterday, you're like, how did that even happen? Do you know what I mean? It's like, how does that happen? So it's like any wee mistake, we're just getting punished. So it's pretty shite. I won't lie about it. It's pretty shite, but we just need to. You want to say like ride the storm, but it's like you also need to find a way out. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So a bit of both, yeah. So it's obviously not ideal. It's not what probably anyone really had in mind.
Yeah, because the table looks a bit savage at the minute, to be fair.
Yeah.
Considering I think a lot of people were coming into this season, as in a lot of football fans going, right, Palace are the team now. Yeah. I mean, it's still early, but it's not that early. You know,
the thing is, it's not over yet. It's mathematically not over.
Of course it's not.
Imagine how it would be if you could actually turn it around and get yourself back into a position where you're actually going. But it's everyone's just going to roll their sleeves up and get their head fucking down and go again.
Yeah,
there's no easy game in the champ. I don't actually know.
Right.
I feel like I need to
at the weekend though.
Yeah. We'll be game at weekend.
And then there's an international break, right?
I don't know if it's two more games and then international break maybe.
And I take it because you're not getting game time, does that threaten your international call-up?
Potentially, yeah. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but that's the case with a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? There's actually a lot of people right now that aren't getting minutes or aren't getting regular minutes, and do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is right now. But it's.
Well, I'm still in my campaign.
I'm big enough and ugly enough to manage it.
Fair enough. I'd be.
You're one of them, though. You are one of those. You're one of those. It's on the Russia Get Her Out campaign.
Oh,
I've seen quite a few last international break. People just like, why did they call up this 35-year-old girl that doesn't get played?
You do get played international?
Aye, but she's not getting played at the club, so they're just like, waste of space, get her out, ancient, bring through the youth, which is a shame. Because I actually like my face gets fans through the door anyway.
Well, that's where you're wrong about things. No, like, do you know what? People can just fuck off. I mean, that's the basic way of putting it. I think if you're somebody who goes online to share that kind of feeling...
but I guess there's the argument of football's a game of opinions and everyone gets to have their opinion.
To sit and do this.
We get to sit and do this. People get to sit and slaughter us. People get to sit and have a poppy. I think when it's personal. So if it's on a sporting hang where they think you're not very good or whatever, you have to just go, well, that's the way it is, and we want the game to grow and the sport to grow and people have these opportunities. With that comes fans, with that comes different opinions and some not nice ones, but you have to suck it up because that's the way the game's going. And it's like, well, everyone's entitled to their opinion, so happy days.
No, absolutely. That is what it's about. I mean,
do you want to touch on your message that you got?
I'm not speaking about it.
No?
Because I actually feel a bit sorry for said person. Like Saturday afternoon, you're sending that. I got a message from somebody about, funnily enough, a YouTube video. And I actually think if you were that kind of person, you thought, I'm going to put this out there and I'll share those screenshots. I think it would just make this person's situation a lot worse than it already is. But don't, I mean, there's things in that message where I'm like, that's really disappointing if that's how you feel. But anyway, that's alluding to something that you're probably not going to find out about. But what a fucking idiot.
I was going to spill the tea. But I don't know your YouTube video, so I get one thing with that and all. It's like you have to actually be
straight and honest video. There was nothing wrong with it. Just
mine. Sometimes I think when you're sitting here and you say stuff and you might word something, but to the other I get that sort of thing. To someone watching it, they might take that to like knife dagger in the heart.
Yeah,
or how you've maybe worded something, or if you get one thing wrong. Again, that's just this industry. Like it leaves yourself open to attack.
Yeah.
Something I feel like even if you're talking about a game of football and you fucking say their all team or you pronounce somebody's name wrong, and it's like you're shocking. That's so bang on. But it's like everyone is human. Everyone maybe does muffle sometimes or get things wrong. I don't know your video, so like how much you meant it or what you were actually talking about. I don't know because no offense, guys, I'm not sitting down watching your videos.
No, I mean considering it was, I think it was 6 months ago.
Right.
This video. You know, maybe even longer. I don't know. I mean, it was not a hurtful video at all. I just thought it was fairly balanced. But like you say, I mean, if you're going to speak about anyone, then be prepared for them to come back to you with receipts, and that's fine. You know, that's absolutely fine. I can handle that. But also, I'm just reading it. I'm like, you're miles off it.
Right.
You're absolutely miles off it. But that's fine. Speaking of which, because our conversation last week on the Rush and Span show, considering this is the new channel, we're pushing for 1,000 subs. We're nearly there. So thank you. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Ding, 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 ding,
what
ding.
What do we need to get? 4,000 or 1,000?
4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subs.
Right.
And that last video that we did on Mary Earps and Hannah Hampton has done really well. Now, again, even the comments that I'm seeing, I'm trying not to read comments anymore, but unless it's on the actual channel, because I feel that this is a genuine platform where we can have a decent conversation. There's that again. How are you not allowed to speak of your experience without that being seen as a bad thing? And what you spoke about your experience of Hannah being there when maybe I think your quotes were she behaved bad. What was that, 5 years ago?
Yeah,
maybe you'd have been with her.
Well, I'd say about 3-4 years ago.
So you're not backtracking. It happened, and she's fine. Hannah's great. She's winning at life. But then see when people are in the comments saying you're one to talk. You, as in you specifically, how many clubs have you been to? Obviously, speak about bad behaviour. I'm like, you own your shit every time.
Takes one to know one, guys. You're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I am not. Hannah is. I can't bang the drum enough for Hannah at how good a player she is.
You don't have to.
Everyone knows that.
She's
everyone knows that.
Champion.
Yeah. But I'm like, everyone knows it. But what I was going back to is, I understand that she probably could have been a nightmare to train with.
Of course.
That was it.
Oh, well, you're one
and
to
I'm
talk,
going,
aren't you?
how
You're the
dare
one who's
you
like,
out-order. I don't think Hannah's sitting losing sleep over
She's
that
not.
opinion. She's sitting there probably happy days, loaded, flying, playing for Chelsea, winning trophies, Do you know what I mean? She's quite happy. I think there's no point in dragging it on. But I'm like, yeah,
because it's over.
But I still can't believe the amount of people out for Mary Earps and that. I'm like, Mary Earps is literally, it's her fucking book.
Yeah.
What are you not getting? It's her book, and she's not even slaughtered Hannah at all. And she's basically praised Hannah for saying, Hannah's number one now, and that's it. And she's one, it's great.
Beyond me.
That's it. But I'm like, how can you be so thinking it's jealousy? It's better. I'm like, I remember the time at the whole debate about like Mary and that sitting down, you're going, well, obviously she knows she's not playing. I think it was that everyone in the football world kind of knew that's what was happening.
Yeah.
So I'm like, by her stepping down, she could either sit there and be a squad player, but I think she made it clear, I don't want to do that. So surely that's actually big and brave of her going, she could have sat and cleaned up financially, taking the big paychecks and the sponsor deals that would have came with, winning another Euros. They would have got a lot of money probably for being there anyway. I know it's not about that, but I'm saying she could have sat there and took that money. She's left. That opens up the door for another player to come through, another player to sit on the bench and get experience and be in these major tournaments. So I'm like, that's, for me, I'm like, fair play.
Yeah, she said she didn't want to sit and make the environment be toxic for her being there knowing that she didn't want to play.
She's probably going, I can't deal with this. I want to play. I'm not happy being number two, so I'd rather not be there. And selfishly, she's done it. She's done it, but that also, it opens up the door for another person. So that's like unselfish in a way. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But you can't remember. There's a lot of Fruit Loops out there.
I know.
What I'd give you. There's a lot of people out there that are maybe not very well, or a wee bit miles fucking off it. There's a lot of people out there. But anyway, for the good guys that are out there, use their sound and use to get banter. But for some of you, man, fucking get to bed.
I do have it's been quite the social experiment, I actually think. And it's funny because even a lot of people who I work with, you know, even at TalkSport, who wouldn't usually watch or cover women's football are all fascinated by this story. And most of them have this, what's Mary Earps doing?
Yeah.
Because they see it from the outside. I'm like, no, like there's two sides, and it's her book, guys. And, you know, you've written stories about your dressing room and fights that you had with players.
Do you know what one was cracking me up? There's a few, I'm not going into
it?
names, but there's one that's like when we're talking about players, what happens in those environments should stay in those environments. And I'm thinking, you, and fucking you, when anyone's listening, you're quick to there and fucking run your mouth and, she's this, she's that, da. You might not do it on TV or whatever, but you fucking do it when you get the chance to speak to anyone. And then another thing was Ellen White saying it's sacred. What happens in camp is sacred. It's fucking not, because I fucking knew about it.
Yeah,
I
knew about it.
Stuff like that. I'm like, what is people on? What are people smoking?
Well, this is if it's happened in camp and then obviously the word gets out there, then fine. But if you're going to be the person to put it in the press, kind of thing, then you're the person you've exposed a lot. But then I'm also like, well, that is elite sports environment. Shit gets out there. How do they deal with it? You know, they go and win another Euros. It's okay. I actually thought Ellen White's take was quite lovely, because I think she might be a pure soul.
I think she's obviously like a pure. She was a fucking athlete.
Yeah,
she was like the top professional. She loves football, loves playing for her country. Would do anything for a country, stuff like that.
It's not her style. She wouldn't have done that.
I think her style is, that's not her style, but I'm thinking, when you say it's that bubble is sacred, whatever it is, I'm like, but it's not, because the stuff's been fed out, and I know. I knew about it. I knew about it when it happened.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. So
no, this is true. No, this is
that's my point. So I'm like, again, like people listening, going, oh my god, like this, and I'm thinking, it's not. Everyone was speaking about it. Like,
yeah, a lot of people did.
You weren't, but like your teammates were, so it wasn't fucking sacred.
And then even now, I'm kind of like, I could probably said it at the time.
I really respect Ellen White as a player. Fantastic.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Great puns at all that, but I'm just that one. I was thinking, what? But again, for them, it's such a touchy subject because they like Mary, they like Hannah, and it's one like I think Millie Bright was like, I'm not touching it. I don't want to speak about it.
The Millie Bright and the Rachel Daly one.
And then did she get slaughtered at all?
Millie was. Then it's like, let's try and cancel Millie because she's not stood up for Hannah. It's like, She's just said, it did become gossipy. It did. It got like that kind of gossip feel about it. I completely agreed with her on that. And then people are saying, wait a minute, Mary coming for your own teammate and you're now going to dismiss that as gossip. How could you? What kind of leader are you? Blah, 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 blah. Oh my word. Like you said she shouldn't have said it. Now you want to understand what these instances were. You want all the details of it because you're a gossip, and then you've dismissed, Millie's choice to call it gossip. I'm like, the ones that are going,
how dare you sit here but not mention what has happened? That is disgusting. I'm like, are you all right? Kitty fuck, Karen.
So bizarre. But anyway.
People are banter. If you're one of those people out there and you're banter, fuck off.
Yeah. Listen, have you bought the book? Are you going to get Mary's book?
I'm probably not going to read it. I'll probably listen to an audiobook.
Well, she's got it on audiobook.
Yeah, well.
And the thing is, I was speaking to a journalist recently who got the book, I think, for one of those like... the journal offers kind of thing where they read it back cover to cover before they do an interview with them. And she did say it's just really not about that. She's like, it is one little thing. But
everyone's not digging up people for doing this either, because I'm like, again, there's a business side of things. I'm like, there's a lot of the maybe lionesses and female footballers that have been in WSL that are doing children's books, and they're tapping into that market and that industry. And then I'm like, Mary Earps actually comes out and gives her story. And it's like, how dare she?
Yeah. And Mary Earps has been so real in the book.
Imagine my book.
It's all about mental health as well, And then these people want to, because she's been brave enough to say her experience, are then going for it. I mean, I would actually worry for Mary's mental health. Because we know that she's struggled. She's openly spoken about her struggle with mental health. And I think, well, not that, Hannah, I think the fact that Mary's put whatever she's put out there in this book and everyone's felt so concerned with Hannah. Hannah's got the backing of pretty much everybody in this situation. I'd say 99% of people are really like, Mary should never have done this to Hannah. So Hannah would be feeling backed and supported, I would say. But Mary, I look and go, oh, bless her, she might be on this island now, maybe wishing she hadn't taken advice from certain people, maybe wishing she hadn't have done it. But then I'm like, well, you've gone your whole career being unapologetically yourself, and it's worked. It's worked this long, so stay true to yourself. And also you didn't kill anyone, you didn't do anyone wrong, so everyone just take a giant chill pill, and keep with these kind of books, Mary, because I'm living for it, honey. I'm living for it. Anyway, moving on to the next. That was content for the ages. That was. Let's get to the WSL at the weekend. Arsenal Chelsea at the Emirates. It ended a 1-1 draw.
Hold on. Were you there?
I didn't go, no. I didn't. Jamie went.
Why did you not go?
I just couldn't. I know, I couldn't.
Didn't make it on time?
I just wanted to go to sleep and then wake up and watch it in the house. Right. Because I'd obviously been on the breakfast show from early. So I'm kind of in a way, from what I saw, I wasn't impressed with either team. For me, I watched the Everton Man City game yesterday. I was far more going on about it. Yeah. I just think Chelsea have so many stars that I'm not sure if it's quite clicked yet. Right. And they're winning, they're still unbeaten. Yeah. What is that? 33 games unbeaten. It's a record. 33 games unbeaten. So obviously it's cool.
Arsenal had them on the back foot a bit at one point.
Then they go up against Arsenal. Arsenal get them on the back foot. The referee's miles off it. Right. And has disallowed 2 goals, which I think are perfectly fine. That's where you look and go, okay, Arsenal could have closed that gap ever so slightly. It's been ruined by referee and lack of VAR. I don't know if they even want VAR yet. I think, to be honest, to spoil the Premier League, and I fucking love the Premier League, so I'm a bit two sides on that. But I don't know. I just look at that and I went, you've got 54,000 fans there at the Emirates. I expected a bit more from both sides. I don't know what it was.
Look at you, man. Honestly, Cass isn't happy with the scoreline, so she's like, it was boring. It wasn't good enough. I won't be back.
It was actually interesting.
Siobhan's not going to the Emirates until she sees more goals.
It was interesting towards the end of the game.
Let's see Alicia Thompson to make her mark on the WSL, because I think she's going to be an absolute... She already
even that confuses me that was her first league goal for Chelsea.
Well, yeah. I think there's a bit of like coming in, getting used to how Chelsea... That's the thing we harp on about this all the time. Chelsea do not play this beautiful style of football that's so good to watch. I did wonder with Kira Walsh in the team, would they try and play through her a bit more, which I think there's been some games that they are. Yeah. But I think there's still that kind of, they're out to win. Arsenal, it's very clear at times what they're trying to do. Man City, it's very clear what they're trying to do and how they pass and move the ball, and it's all very like high possession based.
I like that. I like watching that style.
Chelsea are more, they can just go from fucking A to B, boom, that's it. There's no fucking in between. It's just boom, boom. get to go if that's what they need to do. And the thing is, they've always had these players, when things aren't going great, one of them will step up and do something magical.
Yeah, Sam.
That's what can happen.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of Chelsea way. But it's been working for them.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? It's been,
and they're still unbeaten.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be chuffed coming away from the Emirates to a point.
I think looking going at the end of the game, they were under a wee bit of pressure. A couple of decisions have went their way.
Yeah.
I think they'll find themselves very fortunate, maybe. So
I mean, my gal Alessia Russo, I mean, she's fabulous, isn't she? She's fabulous.
Here's what I worry about, but me hanging out Hannah as a great goalkeeper. I think she's got to do better for the goal.
Yeah.
But that's football, but you could go for maybe the team, just because this is purely on Hannah's quality. Hannah's quality, I'd expect her to get a strong hand to that.
Quality, are you?
I know, I can't talk about quality. I can talk about bad behaviour, but you know.
Can't talk about quality.
But yeah, then Chelsea, like, defensively at times, you're a bit like, Arsenal looked like they really had them, but at the end of the game, I think they were under P a bit.
Yeah. Well, they were, and then in the end, they come away with a draw. Chelsea's still at the top, but I think it's looking pretty tasty now for Manchester City. I think it could be their season. I think it could be. I mean, how often do we see the Viv looking big smiles after a game?
It's nice to see.
I'm so pleased to see Viv happy.
Viv's happy.
Yeah.
Viv happy. Football's going well. She's fit. She's playing. And I think she's been managed too at times. She has to be. And I think she's probably understands that her body might need that a bit more now. And then she gets to play and gets to deliver. Yeah. So, I think that's a good one to watch. I still do look at the strength and depth for the Man City team and go, how are they going to be? How are they going to be? But then they've not got as many games right now, do they? So, interesting.
Well, this is it. They can just focus on the league.
Here's one. London City.
Another win for them.
4-2 Spurs. London City are on 6 and 12 points. They've won 4 and they've lost 4. Drawn 0.
Let me see that table.
So I'm going to need to... London City, I think, will score goals. I didn't expect them to probably put 4 goals by Spurs. And I've seen a couple of the goals, very good goals. But
I just realised Man City at the top now. Oh, my math is off. I thought Chelsea were still a point above them. Fair play, Man City. Interesting. And Man United, I mean, for me, have been the best team to watch this season.
Right.
So last night Man City were good, but they slipped up. Yeah, I mean, not good enough against Villa, but it is going to happen. But again, I mean, Arsenal's sitting in 4th. I'm like, guys, like, I know they've got that. This is it. They're in Champions League football now. The league phase is different. There's extra games involved there. If they do get to the top 8, they're going to have to, or they'll make it. If they make the top 13, they're going to have to go through that playoff route to try and get the quarters. So it's a lot more games. And I do look at Renee Sleggers' squad, and I'm like, there's a lot of tinkering going on between starting, and there's a lot of subs coming off who are regulars, mainstays, stalwarts. Coming off at like 60, 70 minutes. I'm like, what does this mean? Is it a club in transition? Is this a transition season? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see enough of Arsenal right now to you see more than me. But what is happening? What's going on? Obviously, I think we all knew it. We all said it and taken absolutely nothing away from Arsenal. They won a Champions League. Nobody expected them to win the Champions League, but they went and done it, and it's definitely plastered over the cracks.
It's put a plaster over, I think, a massive wound. I
still looking at a team like that, like the players they've got, what they're doing. Maybe the players are now looking for more guidance, more direction. They need more. Who's the person to do it? I don't know. Because the last time they won a major trophy, like a league, was with Joe Montemurro.
I know.
Which was what, 5, 6 years ago. I don't know how long ago that was now. 5, 6 years ago. 5
would have been the last time.
So,
7.
No.
Well, Chelsea have just gone 6 in a row, right?
Right.
So maybe. I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I was pregnant.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So it would have been 7
6
years come the summer.
6 and a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it was the last time they won a league title, Joe Montemurro. I don't know what it is. Arsenal fans, feel free to get in the chat and engage with this one. You've got some good players there. The club are a beast of women's football. Don't get me wrong. You won the Champions League, but something's not quite clicking. And it's still early. Don't get me wrong. They can't click. We know Arsenal on the back foot. They can go on a run. That's what they did last season. That's what they've done in the Champions League. So when their back's against the wall, they step up against Chelsea. They need to be putting in those performances. Week in, week out, they really do, and again, there's no excuse for like the size of that squad. Even players like Kyra Cooney-Cross, Pilova, big players who play international football and step up in big moments. I'm a bit like, I feel that they should be getting more. but then also can't decide if Renee's still unsure maybe of what her team is. Not sure. I'm really not sure.
I don't think she can be unsure, but she's definitely trying to make changes
And itchy constantly.
and do something. Whatever it is. We've obviously going back, I think Arsenal have turned a page of the team. There was obviously a point where there was obviously friction, whatever. I think that's been put to bed. They seem like a happier group. But now we've got some stars. I'm still like, Chloe Kelly ain't starting.
That's mad to me.
Chloe Kelly still ain't starting. So
Chloe
like,
Kelly must be so... honestly, what does she think? Is she like, yeah, I'm sound, I'm happy? Like,
no, I feel like she'd be wanting to be playing regularly. And I get the thing though.
Club and not
I get the thing. Like Arsenal's competition is pretty much in the wide areas right now. Like that's where the competition is. That's where they're quite stacked.
They got like 5 left wingers or something.
Well, like not maybe like defenders, wingers. Do you know what I mean? Like lefties, yes,
5,
but not just in that one position. They can maybe do a couple of roles like down that side or whatever. But the competition is in the wide areas right now, in the attacking wide areas. So it's like, I don't know. I think the thing with Chloe Kelly is like, do they look and go, oh, well, I get more work rate out of Caitlin Ford. I get more, I don't know, like what's Liv Smith, obviously she's out injured right now, but like she might be more direct and they fucking paid a shitload of money for her, so she's going to be playing.
Yeah.
Where, do you know what I mean? Chloe Kelly comes and it's like, everyone knows what she can do. I don't think Chloe Kelly's a player that's going to knock the ball by somebody and beat them for pace. That's not her game.
Yeah.
But what a delivery she's got. Like, she's also got so many strengths. So I'm like, I get there's competition, but it's like, how do you keep them all happy? Or how do you get the best at all of them? How does it work?
I agree. And
even
I think
Beth's getting more minutes, but again, it's like, I think if something's not right, Beth will also be the other one to get the hook ASAP. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's one of those. I don't know.
I did actually see, still not up on...
What did you see?
I saw one of their main players this season in crutches.
Oh, I'm going to... Who didn't play? Kim?
No.
Main player.
One this season.
This season? Who's the main player this season?
Well, I don't think we should say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw her the other day in crutches, not good.
Right.
So yeah.
A lot of teams keep stuff quiet right now, and I'm like, it's going to be out in a minute or two.
Well, considering my big brother keeps seeing and hearing everything.
Who? You?
Me?
I know.
I've got this huge gap. It's just so unfair. And I'd be like, you shouldn't have been the one to have told that. I'm like, I'm a fucking journalist, I should.
Yeah.
But this women's football pressure cooker's so precious these days.
Oh, that's a shame at this point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we wait and see what happens there, but I think that will definitely affect things for the season moving forward. But I think let's focus on the positives.
Leah Williamson's back on the pitch training, so she won't be long before she's back in, maybe. Yeah. Hopefully she can, touch wood, get a break and keep fitting on.
This is the thing about Leah
was like, she had that, missed out on the World Cup, comes back, gets herself in shape, smashes the Euros.
Yeah.
Takes a few knocks all the way in the Euros, but gets through it. Obviously, she was willing to do whatever it takes.
Won the Champions League.
Credit to England and the medical staff and all. Won the Champions League, like they get her through it. And then it's like, boom. But obviously, I don't think she would change that. I think she's going, well, I fucking just won.
I've won a
Euros there
I could
again.
win there,
do you know what I mean? So she's having to, maybe we'll see more of her like after the Christmas break, or will she be back before that?
What you do notice about Leah is coming back from injuries is that she always does seem to have an instant impact on the team, on the field. And I guess that's something that maybe through my lens, I'm like, does it go unnoticed at the time when she's there? And then it's when she's not there, something always seems to dip. Then when she comes back in, things get steadied again. So she must bring that communication, that presence, that leadership on the pitch.
I think it's like, whatever people think about Leah Williamson as a player, I think one thing you've got to go is she plays the Arsenal way. And that is, she can almost, like, when she's on that ball coming out from the back, she's so happy to accept pressure and she's so happy to play out of it. Yeah. She's so happy to like just link up, keep the ball moving. Like we've seen Serena trying to put her in centre mid because I think she thought, right, you're a ball player. Yeah. But I think Leah wasn't comfortable with it because it's a different in there. But she's so good at just stepping, breaking lines with passes, getting centre mids on the ball, even going just direct into strikers or into wide areas. She's so good at that. I think one thing is what people were maybe questioning was our defensive side of the game. And I think you've seen over the last couple of years she's got even better at that. I think maybe the outside knowledge is going to fucking show you. I'll step up.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to give it to her. Like she is a quality player. And I think when she's back, she'll hopefully hit the ground running, touch wood, and stay fit because Arsenal need her, and she's a massive player from the back in that back line.
Definitely. We'll wait and see what happens there as to when she'll be back on the pitch. What do you think? We're kind of that kind of nearly midway mark through the season.
I've seen a lot of things there the other day. People like being a bit like, oh, not happy, disappointed with, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
People saying like it's not that entertaining stuff, the coverage. I don't really get what people are harping on about, but I'm like, right now I'm going.
Do we just look for something to moan about all the time? Is that what we do?
I think we still look at the top 3-4 teams are always up there. Arsenal, I think, will collect more points before the end of the season. They'll have another good run. Intrigued to see how London City do. Obviously, I think they've got that firepower, and they've got players like Kosovari Islani. As I think she gets a bit of a mixed rep, but my thing with her is when she's playing against the big teams, she really wants to put on a performance. So I think she's a massive player for London City because she keeps them tackling. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think she gets enough credit because I think people go, oh, she was in the league before, didn't really do it, and I'm like, I think in these moments in this stage of her career, she wants to prove that she's a big player. She's got over 200 caps for Sweden.
Ah, wow.
Like she is a player. She's a player, and I think she's so important to that London City team. Yeah. Keep them ticking in the games that they should be winning.
Yeah.
Maybe would you say they're punching above their weight, beating Tottenham 4-2? Doesn't matter, they've done it. Do I think they'll finish fourth?
No, been brilliant this season.
They're not finishing fourth, and they're not getting Champions League. But if they can finish mid-table, that is an unreal start into WSL life.
Fair enough. And they do have the investment, they do have the budget, they do have someone whose actual ambition, and she puts it out there every time, is get rid of Russia and win the Champions League. It's funny, actually, on the radio yesterday, Angelina, who's one of our presenters, came on with me, and she said, I'm watching London City closely. I like Michelle Kang. She banned, do you like Michelle Kang? Oh. And I was like, I'm not allowed to anymore because she terminated Russia's contract. Oh. She went, I'm sorry. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, but she's got good clobber. And I was like, she does dress well.
Dress is good.
She's got lovely coats. I'll give her that. Yeah. Let's talk about West Ham. I feel we sit here and have done maybe for the last 2 years now talking about classic old West Ham.
They were so close to getting their first 3 points.
I mean, winless still at this stage. It's just another season. I don't think they survived this one.
Shannon O'Brien of Leicester scored in the 97th minute.
Amazing.
The 97th minute. Shakira Martinez scored a goal. By the way, great player. I think West Ham will struggle to hold on to her.
I think Martinez gets a big club. I think she'll stay in the WSL. Yeah. She'll get a big move. Yeah.
But that is just one of those things for West Ham. You're like, they've probably put blood, sweat and tears into that performance, and then conceding the 97th minute is an absolute dagger in the heart. Yeah. It's an absolute sickener. And Liverpool went quite close to getting their first 3 points, and I think they conceded a 93rd minute goal from Rosa Kafaji on loan from Arsenal. So you've got these teams, and sometimes when it's going shite, it's going absolutely shite. Are we going to see, Liverpool, what a massive club, and they are in the pits. They're in the pits, and the thing is, I think when things are going like that, and you've got them two teams at the bottom of the league, so close to getting 3 points each, and now they're stuck on one. They're going, where's the win coming from? Where's the win coming from?
When does this happen? You know, you're right. I mean, and there's the other teams at the top, these kind of Chelsea and United and Arsenal, keep going in the Champions League. Maybe there will be fixtures where they go, hold on, we could take advantage because they're going to be leggy, or perhaps there's going to be travel and whatever like that. And we'll see what happens there. Very quickly before we wrap up, Renee Sleggers and a number of others have called for VAR in football and women's football after the goals that didn't run for Arsenal at the weekend, which they should have done. 100%. I actually think Rosa's goal that she scored in a way looked slightly offside. God forbid I said that. Ever so slightly, I thought that one seemed off, but the goal should have stand. One was not a handball, the other was not offside. So
what a great finish from Stina too.
Yes, they took the roof of the net off. Yeah. I thought, fuck me, it's going over. Stina don't blast
no,
over.
She's fucking buried it. Absolutely buried it. I don't know where I'm at with that right now. I still think there's other things that have to improve before we start doing that. again, we can harp on about the officiating and the referees and the WSL and in the Championship and WSL too. But what support are they getting? What support are they that's where I kind of go.
This is what I go. If VAR will not make it better, guys.
VAR is going to make it better. I get that. So it's the teams at the top that are really struggling, but I'm like, there's so much shite going on around the leagues, around the clubs, facilities, wages, stuff like that. It's still people going, oh, it's a lot better because we're only hearing about the stuff at the top. The top teams are getting it better. There's still so much that, what do you call that? The gap. Yeah. The gap between some of the teams right now is pish. You can't just put somebody in a training ground and go, yeah, we've give you. You've got some teams in the pits training in absolute kips. Portsmouth, for example, you're going, and I get they're not a club with stacks of cash, stacks of money, but I still feel like, well, why can't you get the women in to train on good pitches and stuff and help them a bit? There's just some things where I'm like, it's not all roses. It's still not all plain sailing. There's so much that has to get better. Yeah. But I'm like, before we actually look at fucking VAR.
I completely agree. And look, had this been another team, it's the fact that it's happened to Arsenal. Yeah. It's the big team, it's the big boys who have been punished yesterday through lack of good officiating and unsupported officiating. But if we bring in VAR, look at what it's done to football in the Premier League. I don't think as a woman we want to take that model necessarily. I think we can have our own thing there. We do need better referees. We do need better officiating. We need ex-players, in the future who want to say, I want to go down that road because I know as a player how it should be. We're not seeing that yet. I actually think it's a good market one day for retiring players to do that. Okay, everyone wants to be a coach, but be an officiator as well. You could go down that road as well. But I don't think VAR coming in, it'd probably piss you off even more because they need to understand in the VAR booth what's on and what's off and what's
I think the whole VAR itself,
you'd be like, what's the point in VAR?
Yeah, but VAR itself isn't working right. It needs to look at rugby, tidy it up, just tidy it up, simplify it and tidy it up, and then we can maybe use it, but it's not even working right now. Yeah, and in the men's game. I remember going to the Women's World Cup and it was like, for the first time ever, there's going to be the announcement in the stadium. Obviously, VAR was at the goal line technology and whatever's at the World Cup, and it was like, well, we will announce those things. And I was like, but you didn't give a reason as to why. With rugby, where it works so well, is that everybody's mic'd up and the communication's there. The referee's mic is live to the TV, so you're getting that transparency all the time. We don't get that at VAR. You do not get it. You don't get the breakdown. You get shown the image of the line. And sometimes if we want to go down that road, like I love it when there's a goal, say at the Emirates and the whole place is rocking or whatever like that. Do you then get that wait then for VAR to check it, then to have it all rolled off? I get sometimes yesterday was unfair. That was the officiating. It wasn't for the lack of VAR. It was bad officiating. So let's get that right first before we start going down the old VAR route. It's been an absolute pleasure. Also, I think it's a split second with that one with Stina won. I think some of the Chelsea players thought it was a handball. Do you know what I mean? Because her hands like that and then she swings it back.
Oh, I didn't think the Chelsea players shouted for it.
I think there was one or two with the hands up. So I'm like, I think that it's a split second decision. So it's like there's going to be honest mistakes. Yeah. And then sometimes it is bad. It is bad. Yeah. So the referees need help to get better. How that works, I don't know.
Honestly, it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig.
It's a long way to go.
Right, Troops, it's been a treat today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Get in the comments,
Get in the comments. Ask your questions and let's get ourselves to 1,000 subs. God bless. Take care of yourselves, Roosh. Have a good week. We'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.